Okay guys, before we get started on our clutch kit upgrade from Wick-It Performance, I want to show you something real quick what we built. Now, if you watch any of the videos from EPI or what was the other guy's name? Remember those guys? I don't remember. But they have all these $1 million clutch kit removal tools. The one EPI had said was worth like $100. Well, we thought that was kind of stupid, so we built one. This is one-off garage. Part number 001, limited edition, very hard to get a hold of. So basically all we did was buy a piece of threaded rod. Was it half inch, right?
Half-inch rod.
Half-inch rod, two half-inch connecting nuts. Put it on a piece of old truck differential cover we had. Then we're going to use, for the primary, a bolt roller, which we cut. And for the secondary, a very expensive Harbor Freight 2-inch, 3/4 inch socket. You'll see it in action, but our total cost out of pocket for this was under $10. And so save yourself some money if you're doing your clutch work yourself, and just make one. If you have any questions, comment below, we can answer them for you. It took a whole 15 minutes to put together. We did add a secondary hole right there because there's a little nub that comes out of the secondary where the spring sits out, so it sits flush on there. You'll see it in action here shortly. Okay, so we're getting started on the primary Wick-It Performance clutch kit. Going to double our clamping power, change our upshifting with a new helix. We'll show you the kit as we go along. I'll probably show it to you earlier. So the first thing we're doing, we pulled the clutch already, and now we're going to do the, we're going to separate the primary. So a little trick here, you just take your clutch kit, or your clutch puller, leave it about, thread it in there, leave it about an inch up. And then we're going to give it a big whack with the hammer, and that will separate. I'm going to hold it, so we're going to
This works.
Motherfucker. Hold on. Are we going to do this right? Okay.
There we go.
There we go. Popped her off. That's a quick and dirty way to get your primary apart. And you pull out your puller tool. Okay, watch your for any flying parts. Plastic washer. You got your one-way bearing. This machine only got a couple hundred, 250 miles on it, so that thing looks fine. We got some nasty stuff to clean up on the primary surface.
Yeah.
Roasted a belt, so this is primary while we're putting the clutch kit in. Other than the fact that I believe that if you're going to put money in the machine, put it in the clutch. So now our inaugural use of our primary clutch tool. No, we got to take the top off. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're going to take the top off. Basically just we're going to watch out for the flying parts here. There's some O-rings in there that are going to pop out.
Like that.
Yep.
Now.
Alright, so now we're going to pop this onto our $10 clutch compression tool. Look at that bolt roller, fits perfect. That's amazing. You might want to loosen those first. We're just going to see how the compression works. A little pressure on there just to hold it. We're not putting any extra pressure on it. Now we're going to pop off these bolts. Got our two new springs that are really nicely machined. new helix. Very good looking quality piece. Yeah, I think they did a nice job on that, huh?
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, they did a nice job on it. Part numbers engraved. You can look at the little inside there where they put the swirlies on the... Yeah, that's a good looking piece. So according to Wick-It, what this is going to do is actually double the clamping pressure of the belt. And that's, to me, is just absolutely critical. What was nice was that when they called me and talked to me about my other video I made of the review of their ECU flash, we got talking about clutching and how it was important and how much we like it. And they said, "Hey, we got a clutch kit." I said, "Well, let's talk about that then." So they took a full profile of basically the machine, like what tires I'm running, and my riding style, and my riding terrain. And so basically custom tailored the clutch kit to fit my needs. So that is a pretty good service, pretty good, amazing way to do that. What do you need? The other one?
I like the sound of it better.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so that was pretty amazing. They're setting this. They tailor the clutch cut to fit you. It's not an off-the-shelf deal. We will continue this conversation shortly. So the other thing Wick-It also told us that if you don't want to make this tool or you don't want to buy it, take it to your Can-Am dealer. Ask them to split the clutches for you.
Nicely.
Nicely. Ask them very nicely. So let's see if our clutch kit works. Our new clutch tool works. $10. Well, look at that. Just basically releasing the pressure off the spring, which they say is pretty substantial.
250 it said.
Yeah, it's crazy. So now make sure we mark that. We mark the spine here where it connects back together.
I believe I did.
So yeah, so there we go. So that worked well. Compression tool.
Well, compression tool can be nicked off right there.
Well, we got to check on the primary still, the secondary as well. Let's see it. So this is going to not only help with belt pressure, it's going to get you're going to maximize your horsepower, get it to the ground. Since we did the ECU flash, now we got 145 at the rear. It's kind of critical to add a little extra clutch power. So these are the custom springs that they've made themselves or in-house. I'm not sure exactly, to be honest with you, but they are designed to fit what I need. Well, they are definitely going to add some pressure to it.
Apparently.
A little bigger, a little taller. But we're not changing the weights. We're leaving the stock weights as per Wick-It. They said those are fantastic and there are no problems there. So this is all we need to do. Huh?
I thought you were changing these.
Nope, weights do not need to be changed according to what we've been told.
They'll spin nice and free.
Wick-It says they are good to go. They do not require different weights at this point. So now we're going to use our amazing clutch tool to apply pressure with our amazing pressure activator, i.e. boat trailer roller. Just take your time, make sure it's lined up, don't do anything stupid. We should have spent more money on this clutch tool. Get her coming down nice and easy, line up your bolt holes. When you get down just about to the bottom, maybe put a couple of bolts in there just to help line things up. But it looks like it's gonna work out just fine. Okay, so basically reverse. Put the bolts back together and release the pressure. Make sure all your stuff's lined up, and we will revisit this shortly when we're putting the clutch back together. So now our clutch tool, we're going to try and see if it works for our secondary. And the 2-inch Harbor Freight jobber should work fine.
Where's my nut?
Which I don't know if the camera does this thing justice, but it is one beautiful piece. Did a really nice job on that. Very nicely all milled. It's great. Quality. Just screams quality. Now, watch the helix here, you'll see where it might spin a little bit when it pops out of the secondary.
Let's get close. I'll put my hand on it. Just put my hand on it right now.
There's a little bit of tension on that.
Reload.
Preloaded, if you would. Oh, there you go. Well, it's good to hang on to the secondary when that happens. And our tool was successful once again. So. There, I don't have to complain. Super special edition. Okay, so we pop this off. There's going to be a few things on the inside we got to kind of keep an eye on. We don't want to lose any extra parts.
There's your spring cup. Spring out like that. Apparently, there is no way
Nope.
to put preload on it, so that actually might make it easier to do. With a different fucking ramp.
So there's your OEM versus the Wick-It Performance. So that is what we are replacing, which
Slick looking, for sure.
is almost too nice to cover up. All right, brother, start your assembly. So there's a difference in the two springs. Substantially different in, like, just pressing on it, you can feel there's like crazy difference in the spring.
No tabs.
And no tabs on the new.
So apparently there's no preload involved with the assembly. It's not according to the rules.
Not that we're going to worry about
No?
at this point.
Cup.
Now this is super important. Just take your time on this part. You know, it's just not a rush thing. This is where you got to make sure your sheaths are all good and lined up, and your helix is lined up, and your bolt holes are lined up. Don't rush it. You have a bad day, according to the instructions.
According to the rules.
Go right from the instructions from Wick-It. Don't put an impact, and don't screw up your sheath. You'll have a bad day, and you have to concur with that 100%. This is definitely a gentle time. Just take a few extra minutes. Take your time. Put it together right.
Roughly lined up here. Roughly.
And once again, our $10 clutch compression tool has been perfect. Perfect. This is not a massive undertaking. You know, most guys can do this in their garage, I think, with no problem. You know, basic hand tools and, you know, a little bit of patience and read the instructions and follow them carefully. Watch the video. You'll have no problem putting this in. And like I said, if you get double the clamping power, that's going to help your belt life and get the horsepower to the ground, which is the whole thing. We don't want to lose any horsepower. So we're going to finish this up. We can put on the 3 big 50 Torx with a little bit of Loctite on it, and we get everything all lined up. The unfortunate thing is we're not going to be able to test it tonight because the proving grounds, or as we call it, the park across the street, has not been happy with us testing. So we are
Cranky neighbors.
We are no longer testing on the one-off garage testing grounds or the local testing grounds. So we'll have to wait till we get this thing out in a little bit more room. We will update, of course, if there's what we think of it and what we think of the performance of it, if we've noticed any substantial differences. But just the grip alone and the spring pressure alone and the getting the power to you know, the 33s, which is what we're running, is set up for that tire is going to be a big bonus, I think. So if you have any questions, though, you know, call up Wick-It. Those guys are amazing to talk to. They'll talk to you all day. They are true
Customer service.
Customer service is top notch. They are truly involved in the sport. They are they'll answer any questions. They answer emails really quick. I've had just a great experience with them all around. So if you have any problems, you can comment below and I'll try and answer anything. But if you get a hold of them, they will definitely be answering any questions you have too. And if you take a look at the last video I did on them with their ECU upgrade I did to the machine, it's held through right through. So both experiences have been excellent. Products have been excellent. The quality's been excellent. I really have no complaints so far. And you know, we haven't got run the machine yet, but just the simple fact of it, everything's going together like it should, and there's nothing hanging up, and the milling and all the tolerances look fantastic. So far, pretty impressed with everything. That's about it from us. With its instructions were good, something you could understand. They're in normal English, and everything was good, and I have any complaints.
And repeatedly say, don't be a dick with your tools.
You got any complaints? Any problems? Everything's good? Good, right? So,
Can't argue.
as long as it performs as well as it looks, we'll be super happy.
This goes down. Spring goes in there first, right? Down.
No, that's not right. That's the inside. Is that the inside? Isn't it the fins hold the air though?
Hmm?
You put that's upside down, I think.
Really?
You put it like this,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
That's not gonna work.
Why not? Why is that not gonna work?
Look at the two surfaces. Look inside here.
Okay. Flip that over, maybe.
Yes, that's what I mean. This is the fan that pulls. Yeah. Now that you got it right, we can start.
No, I'm gonna have a spoken fucking word.
That is on GoPro videos. Okay.
Camera's always watching.
Yeah.